Hey guys, welcome back to Think Beautiful, the channel where I talk all about Meghan Markle and her debacles and another one. Oh my goodness, I cannot get a break. She has to be in the media. This is part of her strategy, I'm sure of it. Now, in today's episode, we are going to take a look at this dinner. This was hosted by Emma Grede and it was for a whole lot of women. I'm really not sure exactly who the sponsors were or why she did this dinner, but it just looks like a bit of a get together for female founders, I guess, or strong women in general. Somehow, Meghan Markle has gotten an invitation. But before we even get to that, let's just take a look at this because this was lovely to see. Oh, Victoria Beckham, I adore you so much because she just does this and it is effortless. So her Netflix documentary is going so well that she has had another premiere, this time sponsored by Vogue. I mean, it doesn't get more fashionable than that. Vogue are jumping on board. Brands and people are throwing themselves at Victoria Beckham because she's basically the hottest thing going right now. She has it all. She has the experience, she has the passion, she has the family, she has the talent, she has the looks, you name it, she has it. And Meghan Markle would love even a tiny slice of this. Hence, Meghan is all of a sudden basically just copying her look, trying not to smile like Victoria and having the hand in the pocket all of a sudden. It's so obvious. But this event happened and we got these amazing images. Now, Anna Wintour obviously loves Victoria Beckham. And you can see here it was completely sponsored by Vogue. So well done, Victoria. Love your work. Keep it coming because it is pissing Meghan off so hard. All Meghan can do is bail random people up whenever she can. Here she is with Chloe Mel in New York. She had to jump on her because she probably didn't organize a meeting. This is as close as Meghan can get to Vogue. And then, of course, trying to bombard Anna Wintour when they're walking out of the fashion show in Paris. This is as good as she can get. Wow, it's terrible. Imagine going from the royal family to that. I mean, it's such a fall from grace. But let's take a look at this dinner that Emma Grede hosted. Now, I've got some great pictures, but I'm going to show you how this dinner, this event, has again exposed Meghan. And not only exposed her because she does this all the time, but it has actually revealed her social media plan. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. But straight up, there were actually some A-listers there. So we had Rachel Zoe, love Rachel Zoe. Again, fashion forward. Meghan is trying to get in with this group. We also had Elsa Hosk was there. She's obviously a supermodel. So there were some real people of note there. So like I said, somehow Meghan has squeezed her way in and she was seated next to Emma as well. Maybe that was on purpose. Maybe Emma knew that lots of people actually don't like Meghan. Or maybe it's because it's a respectful thing to do. She's a duchess. You have put people in some kind of order, maybe. Now, Meghan doesn't like to be ranked, but clearly that happens all the time. She's the highest in the room, you could say. So I think Emma was just doing that out of respect when really Meghan doesn't deserve that level of respect. Now, Meghan spoke a bit about social media recently when she was in New York for the Fortune Most Powerful Women Summit. So we got this interview. I've obviously done another video on this, but here is something that came up. So Alison, the host, asked Meghan directly about social media. Her question was, I wanted to think about or talk about how you are using social media to pair content and commerce and promotion. You took a hiatus from Instagram. You came back in January. It's changed. You're back. You're in action, but you're not on TikTok. I'm curious, will you be going on TikTok? And this was Meghan's response to that. She said, I don't know. I mean, I think, look, I have a very complicated relationship with social media, as you can probably imagine. And I also recognize the role that it plays in business. So she has a very complicated relationship. Her words, not mine. I'm going to show you guys exactly how complicated it is, because this is all smoke and mirrors. This is the post that Emma put up on Instagram. It was a story, so blink and you miss it, but I have got the timestamp from that story. So Emma herself, you can see here, this is her Instagram. She posted this. Remember, she hosted this event. She basically owns this image. She posted this on October the 16th at 3:09 p.m. So they posted these all the day after. Now, please tell me how two of Meghan Markle's Little Sussex Squad accounts would have been able to get the same images so quickly. Because look at this. Emma has posted this at 3:09 and the first Sussex account posted it at 3:12. 3 minutes later. How is that possible? And you can see also they are not even following Emma. They wouldn't have had a notification. They have been tipped off big time. Meghan is spilling the beans and leaking the data to her fan accounts. Who knows? She may even be running these accounts. So that was the first one I found. But here is another one, because this account posted again the same image at 3:20, 11 minutes after Emma Grede first posted it. And again, this account is not following Emma. Meghan is in on this. Meghan is leaking this data to these fan accounts. This is her actual social media strategy, because she has not even posted these images on her own account. She's trying to make us think that people are talking about her. She's the one sending this stuff. There is no other way that these fan accounts can get this data 3 minutes after Emma sends it, or 11 minutes after Emma sends it. But this one here, I just want to give you some context, because like I said, Rachel Zoe was there as well. And she posted this image at 3:47, 38 minutes after Emma. Way, way after Emma. So how, Meghan, please explain to me, how do your fan accounts get this 3 minutes later or 11 minutes later? Meghan, you are completely busted. This is what you are doing. You are sending the data to your fan accounts. There is some kind of relationship going on here. She has all these fake fan accounts, I'm telling you, and she's pushing the images to these accounts to post them. These are not real fan accounts. This is Meghan Markle herself. Now, Meghan wants you to believe that her social media strategy is so basic and so dumb, but it's not. It's calculated. I've just shown you. But this is what she said in New York. I don't have the comment section on. That's a choice, because people hate you and they'll write awful things. Yet part of that challenge that I was trying to solve for was then, how do I create community that is so key to this brand, and it's so key to how I like to show up in the world, blah, 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 word salad. How do we actually connect if you have comments in exchange? So my social media manager, who sounds like a complete idiot, would send me screen grabs of different things that people were posting in their user generated content. And I said, okay, what am I going to do here? And they said, you could do a text overlay and respond. So what she's saying is, the only idea I've got, because, you know, people just put hate on my pages and it's so unfair and I'm such a victim, I have to come up with a workaround. So my workaround, you guys, this is what I do. It's what I do. I just get people's posts and I do a scribble and I repost it. And here is an example of when she has done this. So this was Chloe accepting some garbage, whatever this is, vegetable basket with a random bottle of wine in it. Why would you give someone this? It just makes no sense. These are the Kardashians. Pretty sure they've got vegetables, okay? And you can see here on the right, this is the one that she reposted for her As Ever account. And yes, she has scribbled all over it. Made it look worse, actually, if that could be possible. But in real life, she actually hardly ever does this. The post that she's put up today, she hasn't even done this. She's literally just copying and pasting what people put up. She's just using their user generated content and putting it up. It's lazy AF. So when she tries to tell us that this is her strategy, it's a lie. She's done it a few times, but not that many times. Now, Meghan leaking her content to her Sussex squaddies or her fake fan accounts and trying to look more popular than she actually is really just some kind of online extension of what she used to do here. All of her pap walks, pretending that the actual paparazzi are there waiting for her. No one's there. You've called back, Grid. We know. She's been doing this forever. This is the evolution of Meghan. She's gone online now and she's doing it just in a slightly different way, but it's the same result. Trying to create some kind of hype around nothing because nobody actually cares. My goodness. But let's also take a quick look at this dinner because she promoted her wine during this event. Now, I'm guessing she donated the wine. She was the wine sponsor, maybe. Now, she brought along the rosé. Now, rosé doesn't really go with the meal when you see the actual meal. Rosé is like a summery drink. It's for sitting outside near the pool. It's relaxing. It's not having a heavy, stodgy dinner, but okay, whatever. And you can see here she's gone around and taken plenty of images. So you can see clearly it is the rosé. It's a bit blurry, but you can tell it says rosé and Napa Valley with like a million swirls going on. But for some reason, at the end of her reel, she mentions the Sauvignon Blanc. I don't know what she's doing here, if this is a typo. I don't know who this social media manager is, but they need to go. They've got zero ideas. Okay, doing scribbles on an Instagram post and reposting it is dumb AF. All right, there are kids doing better things than that. And this is a huge typo. I don't see anyone drinking Sauvignon Blanc. I barely see anyone drinking the rosé. There's quite a bit of red wine going around. Because imagine going to an event like this and being served Meghan's crud wine. How disappointing would that be? But here is one of the posts that Meghan put up today on her As Ever Instagram. And as you can see, she hasn't scribbled on it because she's not doing this. She's just doing the lazy thing and reposting. But this one, what the F is that? That is marmalade? How is that marmalade? That just reminds me of when my little girl was a baby. It really does. That is the color. It's that mustardy color of the newborn when it poos its nappy. That is what that is. You don't post this. Now, this person also says that they actually despised marmalade, but now they've tried Meghan's and they love it. It makes no sense. You don't go from despising marmalade, which is a very harsh way of describing your hatred of marmalade, and then suddenly you love it because Meghan Markle's name is slapped on it. I don't think so. This is just a joke. But there you go, guys. I have just shown you Meghan Markle pushing content to her so-called fan Instagram accounts. A complete lie. She is doing this to make herself look more important. And I've just busted her because you can actually get timestamps and it's so easy to do. Literally 3 minutes after Emma has posted her own, we have suddenly, by some random miracle, the Sussex squad have access to the images. Give me a break. Meghan, we see you. We know what you're doing. But guys, thank you so much for listening. Please like and subscribe. And if you can, I would really appreciate if you could hype this video. I'd love to get this out there. I want people to know exactly what she is doing. I need people to know the truth. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you. Bye.